Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be doing a continuation to the short story series that I've created, and that is What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 9. Now as usual guys, if you guys can, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and because you guys have been so awesome, 100 likes, if you guys even if you don't make the 100 likes, I'm still going to put it out there. I'll be appreciated if you guys reach the 100 likes, but yeah, you guys get what I mean. And long story short guys, a lot of really complicated stuff is happening right now. Right now my internet's down, which is annoying me, so by the time you get to the video, yeah, my internet's back on, but yeah. So, my bad. But without further ado guys, let's get into this next part anyway, and that is What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 9. So of course guys, let our story begin. Now when I last left off, Izuku and Midoria pretty much destroyed everyone in the first match, and what goes down is when Izuku was meeting with All Might, he copied All Might's powers but turned his quirk to overdrive, and now all 2,000 of his quirks are amplified to the max. So Izuku Midoriya is at a stupid level, and so from there guys, let our story begin. After Izuku talked down to his friends in a good way, and let them know that 1, he's excited to expand his future plans with them, and 2, he's going to whip them. Mega whip their butts massively, and so that will understand. Izuku and Todoroki are like really good. So what ends up going down is when Deku and them go out to the Cavalry match, what happens is pretty unique. Izuku immediately calls out Machaka Uraraka because he's got a plan with her. Yeah, you guys get it? Plan. But anyway, he calls over Uraraka, and as she comes over, Mei Hatsume grabs Deku's hand and goes, "Please don't be on your team. Let me show you my babies." And Deku's like, "Your babies? What do you?" Oh, I see. And as Mei's going handy, Uraraka gets a little bit jealous by Izuku, and she's about to tiny bit walk away, but Izuku opens a portal in front of her and pulls the portal across, and Uraraka's like, Deku, why did you? And Izuku goes, "Hold on, Mei. Uraraka, would you like to be on my team?" Uraraka looks at Izuku, and he's, "Are you?" And he goes, "Yes, I am asking you, do you want to be on my team?" Uraraka blushes massively, and she goes, "Yes, please, Deku." And he goes, "Yeah, you can be on my team." Okay, back to you, Mei. And he goes, "Your babies, right? Your technology. Your quirk is Zoom. Interesting." Izuku immediately pulls her technology, and he goes, "I actually understand this really well." Breaks it apart into pieces, and she goes, "My babies!" And he's like, No, wait. He looks at it and goes, "That's what it is." He snaps his finger back together, and it goes back together. She goes, "What did you do?" He goes, "I didn't deconstruct it per se. I just had a look at what your development was." He goes, "If you were to put a little bit of micro infusion or whatever, I'm gonna say like some super scientific thing. I got lots of scientific quotes I can put out there, but I know people that watch my videos are not intellectual like as far as I am. But anyway, in a sense of nerdiness, okay, and I mean nerdiness like Star Trek, Star Wars, all that stuff, deep science fiction and science fact, okay." I love that stuff. But anyway, as Izuku pretty much determines that the problem with her flight gear and her power source, she thanks Deku, and she still asks to be a part of his team because, "Oh, no, don't worry, you can be a part of my team." And then Izuku looks at Tokiyami because he believes that he has the perfect gift for Tokiyami. As Izuku walks over, he goes, "Hey, Shadow." Shadow goes, comes right out. Hey, Deku, what's up?" And he goes, "Hold on for a second." Izuku pulls out of his chest. He pulls his t-shirt up. Everyone look at him. Like, all the girls' faces go red, and even Midnight's like, "Whoa!" And on the big ass screen, Mount Lady's like, "Sign me up to him." What goes down is Izuku pulls out a really absolute pitch black cloak. Now this cloak is really like, when I mean pitch black, 99% of light gets absorbed by this. Okay. So if you were to be in the dark, you will not be seen. I'm not even joking. Even if you were to shine a light at this person, 99% of all the light is being absorbed by this cloak. And so what goes down is Izuku walks up to him and goes, "Hey, Tokiyami." And he goes, "Yeah." And when Tokiyami sees Shadow, he goes, "Oh, that's right, you can copy quirks." He goes, "I got something special for you. I just wanted to show you something. Hey, Shadow. Yeah, just grab this and put this over your head for now." Shadow grabs it and puts it over his head, and immediately Shadow begins to grow massively. And Tokiyami just thinks it's part of Deku's quirk, but Deku goes, "No, I'm using the visible light around me to emphasize the weakness of Shadow, just like how your quirk is with Dark Shadow, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." Dark Shadow pops out. "What is he doing, Tokiyami?" And he goes, "I know, he's explaining something. But with this cloak, it brings you to a point where you're not nearly as strong as your side when it comes to darkness, because I've dealt with Shadow in the night, and I can tell you right now, I understand your fear of the night. Tokiyami looks at Deku, and so Deku goes, here, place this around, put this around yourself. And Tokiyama goes, oh, okay. He takes off his robe and puts it on. He goes, what would I, as the moment he covers his body, he feels it. He's like, what the? Dark shadow grows twice the size, and he's like, whoa, Tokiyami, do you feel that? And he goes, yes, Dark Shadow, I do. Midoria, Deku, what? And he goes, it absorbs 99% of light. You'll be sweet. And to be able to control Dark Shadow at nighttime, you need to have strong mental fortitude, okay? And be one with him. Anyway, I lost track and I think, Tokiyami, Dark Shadow, you want to be part of our team? Dark Shadow flies over to Shadow and grips his hand and goes, yeah, I'd love to be a team with my brother. And Shadow's like, cool, got a brother? And Deku goes, yeah, well, you're pretty much the same. You just come from me. And Deku goes, well, no, actually, you're a copy of him. And Shadow and Dark Shadow are like laughing. They both shake each other's hand. Tokiyami shakes Deku's hand and he thanks him so much. And Izuku goes, not to worry, you're part of my team. I want to make sure that we get together fast. Bakugo and them all look at Deku, and Bakugo goes, damn that nerd. He has a plan. And he looks at his team and goes, we're not going to go for Deku. And they're like, what? And he goes, no, we are not going to go for Deku. That is stupid. Anyone who goes for Deku is an idiot. And what happens is, Todoroki hears that and he knows for a fact not to go for Deku either, because he's going to get obliterated. And so what happens is, as everyone gets ready for the Cavalry match, Deku goes, hey Dark Shadow, I want to show you something while we're in this match if you don't mind. Just stay tuned, okay? Shadow, be ready. Shadow, protect Uraraka and Mei, and Dark Shadow, you protect our front, okay? He goes, right Deku. And Shadow's like, right Deku. They both go around and both, what's it called? Both, Dark Shadow's host, Tokiyami, and Shadow's host, Midoriya, both look at each other and they're like, that's weird, they're both the same. It kind of makes them laugh. But what goes down is, the moment the cavalry battle begins, Izuku makes a bow staff and touches the ground with it. But instead of making ice, he uses Cementos' ability and turns the bow staff, making concrete wall between him and everyone else. When everyone sees this concrete wall, what goes down is, Cementos is like, hey, that kid's using my power through a transmission. But I need to touch the ground to control. Oh, he's using the bow staff to transfer. I see. This kid's interesting. Midnight's like, I know, right? And so what happens, Izuku looks over, and as he looks over, he kind of finds it funny because people are trying to get through. And then Izuku puts a telekinetic barrier above them so Izuku can talk to them. And Uraraka's like, so what are we going to do, Deku? And goes, well, technically we can do nothing if we don't want to. However, I just want to do some training for a bit, if you guys don't mind. Mei, as I was talking to Tokiyami, I thought about a unique situation. He pulls out what's it called? Kind of like a necklace kind of thing. And he goes, put this on the back of your neck. And she puts it on the back of the neck and he connects it to her technology. Winds up going down, she goes, what's that? This allows you to kind of control your technology without needing to push buttons or gadgets. I made it as simple as I can so you can copy and make it as much as you can. It helps regulate so you don't need to change in and out much. And she's like, really? So this pretty much I can control my technology with my mind? And he goes, so small amounts, yes. Using it, but I left it in the prototype phase so you can work on it when you're done. And she thanks Deku and he goes, oh, I put a prototype power generator in there too. I made it kind of faulty so you can go over and fix it yourself and take the credit. I don't care. And she just looks at Deku and she's like so in love. And Uraraka's jealous and Izuku looks at her and goes, but I'm not done with you yet. Izuku uses telekinesis to make all three of them float. And what happens is they stand on top of the telekinetic barrier over the concrete wall he put. And Izuku goes, for you, I have something special. But I can't give it to you now, okay? And she looks at Deku and she blushes and she goes, alright Deku. And he smiles. But anyway guys, come on, let's go. Hey Dark Shadow. Yeah Deku? Try do this. Shadow, wrap around me. Shadow wraps on Midoriya's arms and body. And he goes, whoa. And he goes, then do this. And Izuku puts his arms around. Shadow's arms come around him. And Izuku drops them with his telekinesis. And he grabs Tokiyami, Hatsume, and Uraraka with Shadow. And they're floating. Tokiyami goes, but you just... why did you drop us? Can't you just use your... And this is when Tokiyami and Dark Shadow realizes that Izuku Midoriya is flying using Shadow. And he goes, oh, you can fly, you know, Tokiyami. Did you know that? Tokiyami's like, no, I didn't. And he goes, yeah, well, now that you can fly, why not fly? Give that a go. And not only that, Dark Shadow has really great properties for full body armor, you know, even increased strength and durability. He can even be your extra eyes and ears. And he goes, why are you, in a good way, Deku, why are you putting so much emphasis on me? And Izuku goes, simple. You are technically one of the most dangerous people in this class. And looks at Izuku and goes, you, Todoroki, and Bakugo, hands down, the most dangerous people in this class. And they look at him like, and he goes, so in all fairness, it's my job to make sure that my friends, my good friends, the ones that have the greatest potential of good and bad, I want to make sure that you guys get the chance to flourish, to grow, and to get stronger as well. It'd be kind of pointless fight to me because I have all your guys' weaknesses, technically, but through me, the experience of getting stronger, I can tell you this. Tokiyami thanks Midoria, and what happens? Dark Shadow immediately hugs Midoria and goes, "You were so cool, brother." Izuku's like, "Yeah, calm down, okay?" Tokiyami's like, "Yeah, Shadow, and he goes, it's alright. I'm sorry. Dark Shadow's just having so much fun, and so what goes down is Izuku goes, "You know what? Should we enter the fight?" And Uraraku's like, "It's gonna be kind of unfair," and Izuku's like, "That's alright. We'll just use Shadow and Dark Shadow. You and May will get us around, right? You need to practice on your anti-gravity, so anti-grav all of us, Uraraka." And she's like, "Alright, Deku, I will. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go! Tokiyami, Dark Shadow, catch us!" Instantly, Tokiyami and Dark Shadow catches them all, and they begin to fly. It's very difficult. Tokiyami's like, ugh. And Dark Shadow's like, "We got this, Tokiyami!" And as they begin to float off the ground, this is when Uraraka uses anti-grav, and Mei Hatsume uses her technology at the same time. And all three of them utilize the ability to fly around. As this goes down, Bakugo goes, "He's training them! That nerd!" Duh! He goes, "I was gonna let him get away, but you know what? Hey, Icy Heart!" He goes, "Yeah, let's cut their nerd down to size." And he goes, "I was looking forward to this there. Looking forward to this there. Exploding boy." He goes, "Dynamite!" And he goes, "Alright." Todoroki hits the ground with his right hand and throws massive ice shards at Izuku. And Izuku's like, "Shadow!" Shadow comes around and smashes the ice. Bakugo comes around and he does 3 AP shots. Deku's like, "Whoa, this is cool." He immediately absorbs the AP shots like they're nothing, and it inflicts air pressure at Bakugo, sending him flying. Now Deku doesn't realize though that his one for all, his abilities that he has are all as strong as All Might. So any form of attack he does is 100% All Might's abilities. That's him holding back, okay? And he doesn't know that. He only knows that when he flicks Bakugo. Because when he flicks Bakugo, it's as powerful as Izuku's Delaware Smash he does against Todoroki in their battle in the original canon. And so when Bakugo gets hit, he gets hit and sent flying, but luckily his team only managed to catch him. But everyone else that wasn't prepared for that massive gust of wind was blown out immediately. And a lot of people pretty much lost their scores because of it. And everyone saw that like, whoa, and Izuku goes, "I think I need to hold back for now, Tokiyami?" And he goes, "I got you, Deku." Everyone lands, and he goes, "Dark Shadow, you got this?" He goes, "Yeah, I do." And what ends up going down is Todoroki shoots fire at him to try and make him weaker because of light. But thanks to Deku giving Tokiyami the absolute black coat, it allows for that differentiating power to dissipate. So even if a light source is placed over him, Dark Shadow is going to be as strong as Dark Shadow always. But if the cloak's off, he weakens by light. However, at nighttime, yeah, it's not good unless he learns how to control it. But anyway, what goes down is as Tokiyami protects them, he says, he goes, "You alright, Dark Shadow?" He goes, "Yeah." "Hey, I'm not phased by it." He goes, "You shouldn't be. Tokiyami's your vessel. So as long as Tokiyami stays in the dark, you're sweet." And Shadow goes, "Alright, got this." He picks up the ground and starts to throw pillars at people. And what goes down, as this happens, Midnight pretty much calls it. And everyone that passes the original canon passes the same. And so, as everyone goes to their lunch break and goes to get ready for the next battle, what happens is Endeavor talks to Izuku again, and he goes, "Hey, Deku." Izuku looks back at him and goes, "Endeavor." And he goes, "Thank you for allowing Shoto to use his fire. I know you talked to him." And Izuku goes, "Just know, I didn't do this for you. If I knew what happened with Shoto's life before I talked to you, yeah, you wouldn't have got the praise that you did. But I should look at it from an actual standpoint as well. The world was in a harsh position, and I got to understand as well that you yourself were walking up a mountain to become number 1. And it is not a joke that you've actually arrested and taken down more criminals than anyone else, but your problem is collateral damage and your ego." And Endeavor's look at Deku, and Deku goes, "I'm not meaning to pry. I have respect for heroes, regardless of what they..." And he stops and he goes, "Nope. I have respect for heroes that do their best, and despite your ego and what you are, you do your best." And Izuku walks away and he goes, as much as I hate to say this, but eventually I think I'll have a gift for you, Endeavor. Endeavor looks at Deku and goes, a gift? And he goes, and he walks out and he goes, I'm going to destroy your son in this battle, but I'm going to do it in a good way. You don't mind me using your quirk, do you? Izuku bursts into flames. Endeavor smiles. Yeah, kid. I want to see what you can do with my flames. Izuku goes, oh, I can do so much more. Boom, he bursts into actual blue flames around the entire body. Endeavor looks at him and goes, you don't realize this, but if you didn't have your temperature weakness, you can engulf your body in flames and actually just fly naturally, instead of just making actual jets. The heat temperature from your body will allow you to float in the air. Endeavor looks at Deku like, ugh, I see. You're a real professional, kid. He goes, yeah, blame that on Principal Nezu. Izuku walks away. Thank you, but not thank you. I'll make your son work. Endeavor goes, I'm looking forward to that, kid, thank you. Izuku walks out with a big smile. Endeavor walks away with a big smile, almost like, haven't seen a smile on your face in a long time, Endeavor. And he goes, well, number one, your kid right there, yeah, he's amazing. And he goes, yeah, tell me about it. Nice to pick him, nice to actually see someone be able to. And what happens is All Might goes, it's alright, you don't need to worry, I understand. And he goes, my Shoto's going to give him a go, yes? All Might goes, I hope so. If I believe Nezu, he's going to make this thing difficult for me. And Endeavor realizes, oh, you're on that chopping block. He goes, yeah. They kind of have a funny moment because, as I said, Izuku, despite him being the most powerful person there, gave Endeavor hope, pride, you know? And gave him like a sense of cool. And seeing Shoto Todoroki use his fire and Izuku praising him and being angry at the same time about it and not judging him at the same time, yeah, Endeavor's got a great respect for Deku, and this is going to change in the long run for him, guarantee you right now. But what goes down is, when it comes to the next matches, Izuku versus Shoto Todoroki, Shinso. This is going to be interesting because Izuku walks in and he stands there and Shinso walks in and he looks at Deku and Deku goes, are you ready for this fight? And Shinso goes, yeah, I am. And Izuku goes, just note that this is not going to be a fight that you can win. Your quirk doesn't work on me, remember that, right? And Shinso looks at him and says, ugh. But thinking this is a training regimen, Izuku rips his entire t-shirt off because he was sick of just pulling it off. Everyone's looking at Deku like, wow, like, whistling over the girls, everyone like that. Even a lot of the men were like, man, that's manly, I wish I had a body like that. But they look at Deku and Deku walks over and he starts to use his creation ability. And he pulls something out of his chest and he chucks it at Shinso. Shinso's like, what's this? And he goes, you're technically going to lose this fight and I'm going to make you lose this fight instantly by lifting Shinso out and pushing him out and making him land. And Shinso's like, ugh. However, that thing there should help you control your quirk to control people's minds much more subtly. And he goes, what do you mean? Izuku flies over, he goes, I'm excited actually, I've been thinking about this whole time. Izuku grabs it, because he copied Mei Hatsume's quirk and he has creation, he can create anything and look at it really, really nerdy and have high respect and super intelligence. Yeah, Deku's above everything now. He doesn't realize though that all his quirks are now 5 times stronger than they should be, thanks to All Might's 1-for-all quirk exploding all the other quirks. So all 2,000 quirks he has are just stupidly, ridiculously overpowered, okay? Yeah. But anyway, Izuku goes over and he gives him the plan on how to use it, and he goes, do you know if you turn this dial here, you can speak and no one can hear you, right? And when they speak, they don't even know you're speaking. But if any person that speaks around you, besides me, will be taken control of. And Shinso's like, but how? And he goes, everyone can hear a dog whistle technically, we just don't hear it due to the fact that its frequency is vibrating in the air at a different level. And he's like, oh, I see. But because our ears are still vibrating despite not hearing nothing, you're still able to control people. And he goes, with the dog whistle? And he goes, pretty much. And Shinso goes, I'm so thankful. Thank you, Deku. And goes, not to worry. I know you want to be a part of the hero team, and I understand just from your perspective on how you view your quirk, that people think you're a villain, right? And he goes, yeah, you're not a villain. To be honest, I'm kind of scared that thanks to what I just given you, you're going to put me out of a job. And Shinso smiles and goes, thank you, Deku, I appreciate that. And he goes, see you in the hero course, huh? They both shake hands. Everyone's like, even though it was super anticlimactic, everyone heard exactly what Deku stated. And they're like, everyone clapping their hand like, this guy's the man. Now, everyone else's fight's going to go the same, except for Shoto, Todoroki, and Deku. Now, this fight's going to be quick, okay? Izuku walks in, and he tells Todoroki, go at me with everything you got. Izuku explodes into Endeavor's fire. I want you to take all your hatred that you have for your father on me. And Todoroki's shocked. He's like, ugh. And he goes, not to worry, I can handle it. I know you can handle it too. So don't be a pussy and don't be a little sookie and hurry up. Right away, as Midnight States begin, Todoroki ignites his flames and his ice, and he chucks it at Deku as everything he can at one time. And Izuku smiles and goes, well, that's not what I was trying to mean, but it was cool that he did that. Izuku instantly waves his hand across the entire stage, wiping out all of the ice and absorbing all the fire into himself. And Todoroki's like, how did you? And he goes, cool thing about your dad's quirk, if he didn't have his weakness on his quirk, he'll be able to absorb fire as well. And Izuku blasts himself into full, like a Human Torch style. He like flame on, and he flies up in the air. Also a cool thing about your father's quirk. If he didn't have his weakness, he'll be able to do this easily. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is your quirk. Izuku blows out fire right around Todoroki. Todoroki tries to use the ice, but Izuku turns the fire into blue fire and mounts the ice and he wraps it, and then Izuku takes the heat away from the inside. And Todoroki's like, oh wait, I should be burning. He goes, no, not really. Izuku's making a fire tornado around him. And he goes, what I'm doing is pretty much controlling the flames and making sure that there's no heat within. And he goes, huh? I go, that's part of your quirk. Something that you need to do. And Todoroki goes, oh, and Izuku goes, oh, guess what? Izuku puts his hand back, and the fire that's spinning around him compresses into a giant blue fist of flames, and he goes, oh, no, boom! Izuku punches Todoroki right out of the stadium. Todoroki hits the wall like, ugh! Izuku goes, you can also do that, flame constructs, okay? Just need to work on yourself. Izuku disrupts the flame, and he goes back down, and Endeavor's like, yeah, Shoto! Yeah, Deku! Everyone's like, that's Endeavor? And what happens is, everyone just erupts on how cool that was, you know? Despite Shoto Todoroki barely doing anything, Deku just showed the possibilities on what Endeavor can do and Todoroki can do. And Todoroki gets up, and then they both shake each other's hand and walk out. And this is when it eventually comes to the final fight. And I'm going to skip everyone else's fight all the way to Bakugo vs Deku. And from when they both enter the ring, and they both look at each other, this is when we end this one off, guys. I hope you guys like this. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and yeah. Now, I hope you guys are looking forward to my next upcoming what-ifs. They'll be coming out soon. I just need to get my internet back on. So if you guys get this video soon, you guys understand that my internet's off right now. But anyway, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.